In this short video, I'm just going to walk you through quickly the Whopper template that you've already watched a video on, but I've color-coded it for you to help you understand it a little bit better. And also, I'm showing you an example of one paragraph of an argumentative essay that would support this Whopper template and also include in writing citations, because that's also a requirement of this assignment, is not only to write a Whopper paragraph or 3 Whopper paragraphs as your body paragraphs, but also to include in writing citation from your research. This argumentative paper needs to include the research that you conducted in the last session. Okay, so for a paragraph, for your first paragraph of your 3, the very first line should be your topic sentence, and this topic sentence directly relates to your thesis statement. I should be able to connect it directly to your main argument of the entire essay. Okay? And remember, you have 3 main arguments, 3 main reasons that will support your argument. This is just one. And everything else in this entire paragraph goes back to this topic sentence right here, which leads back to your thesis statement. Okay? So you're going to be making 3 main points or ideas to support your topic sentence. Each one of these points is followed by evidence from your research. This is where your research, your evidence comes in from the research that you conducted from your works cited last week. And then one step further in the red, you can see this is where the analysis comes in. This is when you give a detailed explanation or analysis on the evidence and the point you made. You go one step further. Besides just presenting your point and providing evidence, you follow up with an analysis. Okay, so, and I color-coded this to reflect that of a stop sign, because this is the way I see it, or stoplight. Green means go. You got your point. But if you stop there, then no, you're not going to convince anybody of your argument. Green means go. This is your point. Yellow means slow down, provide your evidence from your research. Okay? And then red means stop. You now have to analyze that your point and your evidence. You really need to drive your point home here in your analysis. And you're going to do this 2 to 3 times in each paragraph. So each Whopper paragraph should be 8 to 11 sentences long. 2 points is the minimum. 3 points is a Whopper. So again, in each paragraph, you need to present at least 2 points followed by evidence and analysis. 3rd point would give you that Whopper paragraph. And then finally here, the last one is that transitional sentence that would lead you to the next paragraph, to the next main topic to support your thesis. So this is a paragraph, a Whopper paragraph that includes citations from research as well as that Whopper template. Okay? So the topic that this paragraph is on is that online schooling is ideal, is an ideal way to do your education. And so the first way that to support my thesis statement is that schooling online is ideal because it allows for flexibility. That's one of my main reasons that online schooling is a good way to school. Okay, so flexibility. So I know that everything else in the rest of this paragraph is about flexibility. So with this flexibility, students are able to focus on extracurricular activities. This is green. This is my main point. They can focus on extracurricular activities. Well, I'm going to give some evidence. Here's my evidence. For example, students participate in semi-professional sports such as figure skating and hockey. I know this just from personal experience as a teacher, but you might know somebody who is, pursuing, figure skating or gymnastics or hockey, and that's okay. So here's my evidence. And then here's my analysis. This allows students to pursue their interests that could lead to professional careers or athletics scholarships to college. That's one point. Okay? My second point, flexibility also gives students the freedom to create their own schedule. So that's my point about flexibility. According to CNN, flexibility is the most important aspect to online learning. With this flexibility to create their own schedules, let's do that for a second. To create their own schedules, students are able to finish high school or get an advanced degree while working. Okay? And this is information that I didn't have in my brain. I didn't have this information. This is information that I paraphrased from an online newspaper, and the author was Bothello. Okay? So here again, here was my point. Here was my point. Oh, sorry, no, there was my point. Here is my evidence that I paraphrased. I kind of combined my paraphrasing and my analysis together in this one. And that's okay too. The most important thing is, though, however, that if you present this information to me in your writing, I will say, where'd you get your information? That didn't come out of your head. If it didn't come out of your head, where'd you get the information? Well, as I said, it came from an author, a newspaper article from CNN, and the author's name was Bothello. Now I want to pull up, in 1 second here, this is the works cited example that I provided for you, okay? And you can see that an article, if you look up here, you can see online, all the different types of information and research that you can get online. Well, this was a magazine, or I'm sorry, this was a newspaper, CNN. So I go down to 7, and this is how I would format my works cited resource right here. And this over here is how I would cite my source in my writing. And you can see in-text citations, in-text citing, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm going to pull up that Whopper paragraph again and keep moving. Okay, lastly, flexibility allows students with special needs the opportunity to excel in an online classroom. So that flexibility, again, that flexibility, I'm still talking about flexibility that supports my topic sentence. Here's my evidence. Special needs children can benefit greatly from online learning. I received this information from my research, and it was an educational blog. So again, I'm going to pull up that works cited MLA example, and I can see that a blog posting is 19. So I go down, and using that easybib.com that I gave you, you can easily create this citation to include on your works cited. And again, right here is how I would cite my source in my writing, which is exactly what I did. The author of that blog her name was Martin. So I can look on the works cited page, look for Martin, look for Bothello, and I could see exactly where you got that information. Here's my analysis. Students can take a break when needed or go at their own pace. That's my analysis of that evidence. This is much more difficult to do in a traditional classroom. Again, taking it one step further. And then finally, here's my transition again. Overall, flexibility is an extremely important aspect of online learning. So this is a Whopper paragraph. So for this assignment, be sure that each of your paragraphs includes 8 to 11 sentences with 2 or 3 main points. So in this Whopper example, I provided you with 3 points, the green. Okay? You need at least 2 main points in each paragraph. If you do 3, then that's a Whopper paragraph. Each paragraph needs research cited properly according to the MLA. Your paper overall needs to have at least 4 citations in writing from your research. So that's either paraphrased, which I did over here, putting it in my own words, or direct quotes. So if you do one citation in each of your body paragraphs, and then, well, do one citation in 2 body paragraphs and then 2 citations in 1 body paragraph, then you will be fine. I'll put 2 to 4 there. That's what I'm looking for. If you have any questions about this, please contact me. I'm happy to help.